Evening everyone, welcome to Cat 5. It's myself and Sean will be joining me shortly. This evening's game is Jason and Raz. So we're just waiting for the lag off now. So we're just waiting for the timekeeper. Sean's going to start timing, and then after he'll join me in here once Jake turns up. This should be an absolute cracker of a match. Watching Raz last weekend, he was in good form, and then also I've been told from John Hurst that Jason beat him in a comp in the West Mids last week, 9-3, and Jason couldn't miss a ball, so should be, by all means and purposes, a really good game. It's a busy one tonight down at the Plaza. We've got the start of Interleague. It's the big derby. Taxi fares have been massive. Maz has earned a killing. It is Plaza v Plaza. So Maz been charging £30 to move from table 5 to table 9. So he has made a killing before Interleague started this evening. And it looks like Raz is starting us off. Evening. That's a solid break off. Black will go back on the black spot, and a decent starting point there. If we have a look at the top down first, has he got the... Oh, I can't tell from this angle if that yellow would go into the bottom bag, but he could always start on the one by the black spot, and the rest of the yellows have all got a home, so this is an early chance to just start off with an early bit of dominance. And if he wants to here, he could even try and free up the black a little bit earlier, and then the black could go in any of 4 bags if he wanted to, but... It has, but it's just not that one safe. So now, I don't know where. It's gone from being able to pot that yellow to not, so it'll be interesting to see where he tries to take it. I think he'll look at just either taking the ball over the bag or planting the yellow that's closest to it onto the yellow. No, he is taking the one in the bag. Evening, Matt. I'm good, mate. How about yourself? 11-10 either way. Yeah, it's. I think that could be a solid prediction. If Raz plays like he did at the weekend, he'll definitely be our beat. He had a good run in the first event of the Plaza series here. So if that version of Raz's game comes, Jason's got his hands full. That's a great opening red, though. So, as Jason's looking at the table now, it'll be the one across the rail, and then I think he's trying to look at the red that's in between the yellow and the black and see if he can just take that into the middle. And if he can take that into the middle and use the black just to nudge out a little bit, he might fancy just taking these from here, but it all depends on first the kiss that he gets off the black, if he does take it the middle, and then just relying on a little bit of luck. Oh, he's looking at the other red into the other middle. The middle bags are tight. Only for about 10 or 15 minutes. We're just waiting for Jake Wright turn up as he's timekeeping, but he's just running a little bit behind. So once Jake's here, then I'll have Sean in the box with me, and then we will be rocking and rolling at full capacity. Great opening shot. Yeah, Jake just dropped a message in about 10 or 15 minutes ago saying he is on his way. He was just stuck, so should hopefully be here within the next 5-10 minutes, and then Sean Cooper's in here with us as well. Has he knuckled himself in the top corner? Oh, that's unlucky. That is very unlucky. Still got the plant though, I think. He's played that well. He's played that really well. Just won't pick his spot from here. Oh, it's unlucky. Yeah, it's supposed to be that. Is it amusement fair in Hanley that's going on now until, is it the beginning of March? I can imagine that's causing all sorts of weird and wonderful traffic. I'm from Newcastle, so I don't normally hit that side of the traffic, in all fairness. This is a chance Jason wouldn't have expected to have as well. He would have thought for all purposes that this frame was over then. But he's got to hit this nice, pick which middle bag he wants to take this in, and then he's got a nice black into the bottom bag. Evening, Dan. Stroke this in, he won't want this to just tap it in, frame on the board, nerves a little bit down. There we go. So it's his break now, so we'll fancy this for an early bit of a break. If he's playing him in like best of fives, if he gets this, he'll fancy being 2-0 up, and then it's just a nice little bit of breathing space early doors. So I know there's been a Cat 6 game on as well today. So for those of you that are following Cat 6, Borny's won his Cat 6 game. He won 7-5. So by the time I got here, he was about 8 Jaegers deep and jumping around with a nice 7-5 win. So he's already looking at who we can have in the next round. So he is quite excited by his win. And he is Sean now. So many in there.
Yeah, there's a few in there, mate. Yeah. Joe's just took over timing, so I'm coming here. Joanne's watching. Despite really watching the game, but there's a few on the tables around. The atmosphere's probably feels like there's a few people watching.
So saying I know Interleague's in here tonight as well, isn't it? Plaza v Plaza.
Yeah, it's the two Plaza teams against each other. I'm not good enough to play anymore, so if I don't get asked, it's a good thing.
It's a decent break, first one. If it was Black Bull, he would have been laughing.
This one or the one before?
The one before.
Yeah, I couldn't really see because I was sat low down to the table, so...
Yeah, the black went in off the last on
and
the first
respotted.
break.
Yeah. When you sat timing, it's hard to see on the table. It's got half a chance at these reds.
Seen in the frame before because Raz missed one straight into, I think it was Raz, that missed one into the middle, clipped in the top.
That was Jace that missed into the middle. Raz missed the yellow down bottom right and left Jace in.
But the middles are tight on this table. This is your table 15, isn't it? Have the table 15 and 16 been swapped?
No, I don't think so.
Someone last week said they swapped table 15 and 16 around.
Not that I'm aware of, anyway. He might have done because they had the tables reclothed a week ago now.
But middles are very tight at the moment.
That's what you want, really. You don't want them to be buckets. It makes it too easy.
Your midweek next week?
Valentine's Day,
game?
mate. Valentine's Day for me. I've got a date with Johnny Clowes. Can't wait.
There's worse people that you could play against on Valentine's Day.
Well, as long as the golf course is open in the morning, I'll be happy.
I'm surprised Blackie and them lot haven't got a King of the Earl going up for golf.
Don't tempt him.
If you're listening, Blackie, there's a market there. Get it started, son.
Definitely.
There's you, Kieran. Who else plays golf in here now?
Wes, Aidan, Rob, Neil.
You could have one like them American Varsity Cup things, couldn't you?
We could probably do a Ryder Cup between Trentham and Ballston, to be fair. The standard wouldn't be anywhere near as good, like, but...
I'm sure any excuse of 4 days of beer and cider is well worth the effort, though.
Golf and a buggy, mate, I'm there. As long as there's beer in the back of it.
So if you're looking at reds here, where's your starter?
It's got a slight problem with the one towards the top right. So I'll probably look at the one over the bag and try and move that. Or that's okay, you can play the same short shot now and move it if it doesn't go. Just like try and bump this one out somewhere.
To the top right of the table, or is he playing the skilly?
Loss of turn's not a bad shout now, you neither. Off the back of the yellow.
Oh, and did.
Yellow looked a lot closer from that camera angle.
And from here, he can nudge this, the one just below the ball line out now, can't he?
I don't think you need to. It's not too bad. That just could have gone a bit wrong then. If he'd have flicked it a bit thinner and come behind it, he could have hid the one he's played onto.
Yeah. Do you take this one first now you've knocked it out and use the one that's closer to the bag as your...
I don't know, does this red go into this corner?
It should do.
Yeah, so I think, yeah, you can play this one and just screw down the table, or go down to it now.
Playing this with top left to bring the ball down.
Yeah, I mean, there's an argument to screw straight back and screw towards the 2 yellows as well, because it goes a lot cleaner in the other bag. Oh, that's not very good, but not a bad result.
It's had a slight bit of a touch there.
He should be up against it though here now. Split the 2 yellows together and hide the one that's next to the other yellow. It's very hard for him to split from a pot. And all your balls are in the open. Yeah. Oh, he's left the one to... If that goes middle bag, that's a bad shot.
Let's have a quick look. Raz is tapping the table, so
No,
I don't think he can see it.
It doesn't go middle. That's not going to hit a cushion.
No.
Made a bit of a mess of these yellows though down the bottom right.
Yeah, even if he takes the one that's just below the red, the other yellow's still blocked to the bottom bag by the black.
Unless if the yellow goes middle, actually, there's a chance. Play this one bottom left, middle of the 3. Then the one to left middle.
Evening, John. Suffering last night, buddy.
Yeah, left middle now. And then either top left or bottom right. Should be bottom right now, surely.
Want to try land in the middle of the table, ideally, don't you?
No, I think you just pick the ball on the left hand side here, Nate. Just play for that one ball. Could have done a bit more on that. He may go top right now and just screw straight back.
It is bull, mate. It is. Evening, Dave.
See, just by leaving this one for the last ball now, he's got to work his way around these red balls, whereas if he'd have left the one he's just played as last ball, you can't really snooker yourself. He's got to play a good shot. Yeah, he screwed back and screwed straight through the gap. That was the problem for me for leaving that ball, which is why I wouldn't have played into the area for the 2. Had I picked the one ball.
Is he going to try to just skim off the underside of the black and try coming behind it? Because I can't see him fancy try and take it all the way to the top.
There's a shout, but it's a new cloth on a new table. The bags are quite generous. There's no argument in playing this up the rail here. That's a great shot.
Yeah, it is.
Well played. Just because the bags are so forgiving, you just got to get it online and it's got every chance of dropping. Dave Owen. How are you, buddy? Ross could do with a frame quick here now, before he gets away from him.
Starting and finishing, the hardest 2 things in a race.
Yeah, I mean, he played the first frame quite well from when I was timing. He just missed that last ball. I don't think the white was going.
No.
But it was close.
It's a great split.
Yeah,
like,
it's just dry.
To get 12 up the other end of the table.
Yeah, but the cloth's quick, so you've only got to get a good connection, and the balls do move around on this table. I think at first thoughts here, I'm looking at reds. one top right, split the black and red that are together.
I think if you can get, I was going to say if you can get yellow, yellow's a little bit more.
The only problem with going reds here now is yellows do become better balls if you don't get a bit of run.
So you're going to be looking at this top one that's just above the yellow into the middle next.
Yeah, I think he can nick that in the middle. The only worry now is I don't think the one just below the yellow above it goes past the black.
We'll have a look after he's played this.
He's got that one, no problem. That one past the black is very tight, so he's still got a ball he needs to move here. And he's just tied up another red after playing that shot.
The one below in the bottom half as well is pretty tied up.
Yeah, I think he's just pushed the yellow down to there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
After he's played that one to middle. So yellow's a slightly favourite here at the minute, unless he can do something with these two reds. He's attacked one problem straight away. This red at the bottom of the table now goes, but he's still got a lot of work to do. And as he keeps digging, the yellows keep getting better and better at the same time.
Every yellow has a home as such.
Yeah, definitely. It's not really a problem here. I mean, even if he misses this now, as long as Raz is on a ball, there's a route out.
That's a good.
It's a good pot. I mean, he's got a big shot here now. This red to bottom left.
Are you hitting the yellow first for the potting angle of that?
I think you play the red into this bottom left.
Oh,
and
yeah.
bring the white back out along the same sort of lines.
I'm looking at the bottom right. As you've said it.
Screw the white out and basically along the same line as the red's going to travel. Try and get somewhere near the black spot to get back up the table. That's a good shot.
That's a great
Slightly
shot.
too hard.
If you can chop it in the natural angle, but it's taking him up towards that top rail now, isn't it? He's just got to.
I think he can just avoid the middle bag on the high side, which could take him 2 rails back up towards what would be the green spot on a snooker table. It's through really wide, that has.
Yeah, he's
thrown a lot
gone
wider
to
than I
the
was
yellow
expecting.
spot, hasn't he, on the snooker table, really.
He's caught it a little bit thick, which has helped him to go towards that line. It's a good chance for Raz now to get one on the board here. 7 balls against 2. If you don't take him out now, you should be at least in control.
It's a confidence builder as well. If you can take all 7 in the black out in one go, he'll know that he's
you
queuing well.
You don't necessarily need to do that. You just need to play the shots the way you intend to. So if you're intending to pot a ball, then you need to pot it for your confidence. But if you feel like there's no need to pot something that's tricky, just take your medicine and back out and make sure the frame. Slightly touchy that was then. His white ball's travelling a bit more now than it should be, really.
He's got a choice of 3 that he can land into, and as long as he doesn't land low, he's good.
This is one where you can play the pot here now and say, I'm probably going to hit this yellow that's above the red, and I'll see what happens. And you should be able to still keep control of the frame if it was to go wrong. He managed to screw around it.
Does the one in between the 2 yellows go? So we could take this into our bottom left first.
Yeah, I think that's a shot, because if you were to go middle, these 2 yellows that are close together are a bit tricky. That's fine. I mean, even now, you can just screw into the red and push the red up. Hold on the red now, and you should have if you catch it quite thin, you'll have a shot into middle from the one above the red. If you catch it full in the face, which is what you want, you'll have a shot bottom left. He's gone around it.
Yeah. He can still use the red to hold off though, like you've been saying here. And I know he's got to hit it a little bit harder.
I think it's
but
just tricky now because you've got to come below the red, but not too below the red, and obviously you don't want to be snookered on the red for the
It's going,
potting angle.
it's going to play off one
He's
rail.
going to play off the rail. Oh, he's gone right across. Okay, that's not bad.
That's a great shot in all fairness.
I think yeah, just top this through now and top off the bottom rail, below the red. There's not much pressure on this now. I'll just drop this and I'll give it every chance.
Couple more inches would have been perfect.
That was a bit tweaky, but it's still gone on these generous pockets. I think he'll be okay with that, Raswell. Probably feel like he should have won the first frame, so he'll probably feel he should be 2-1 up now, but 2-1 down, you're still in there. If he can
break here and then he's breaking to go 3-2 up, isn't he?
If he can turn a frame around that he probably shouldn't win, he'd feel like he was level at the minute.
Evening, neat clean. Hope you well. That's a good break.
It's a good split. I wouldn't say necessarily it's a good break. The white ball's gone straight off the top of the pack towards that middle bag. That might be something to look out for if it's a regular occurrence, or if he is trying to bring the white back up in a straight line like most people try to do. I had a game with Joe earlier before this game started, and a couple of times on the new cloths, the white ball's just hit the top of the pack and just skidded straight across towards that middle bag.
It's alright, young Phil.
Phil who?
He'll be young Phil, that will, won't it?
Young Phil? Ginger Phil? That's not Ginger Phil. I'm guessing they're a cleaner. Do you know a Phil that's a cleaner?
Don't know what Ginger Phil does.
Ginger Phil's an accountant. It's not him.
Is he?
He's been a funeral today. He's way too levered to be typing words that make sense at the minute, to be fair. I've already seen the messages in the group chat. There's no way that's Ginger Phil.
I've heard he's supposed to be coming down, isn't he?
Yeah, they've got Hayden Franklin's birthday party today at Longton. I feel sorry for Zach, to be fair, because there's a few states around at the minute. A little bit jealous I haven't had an invite, Hayden, if you're listening.
So, yellow's in play.
He's got a problem with the one that's tied to this rail on the left-hand side.
Can you use that though to get control and try and move the other way?
Clean carpets and they nags.
Message retracted.
Maybe it could be Ginger Phil. Yeah, see it. Raz played a good shot there and took a little bit of control of this bottom bag, and Jason's had a little bit of a whack and say, well, I don't want them anywhere near there, I'm going to get them out and let you have a go. So let's see what Raz can do now. Now he's got...
Do you play the one up at the top of the table on the left hand side and leave this down here?
I think you either, if you want to go, you either play the pot on this one over the pocket.
Because one against the bottom rail.
Or if you don't want to go, you just drop onto it and leave him here and say, put me in a better spot next time.
Autocorrect texting is rubbish.
half a go to a double here. If he can avoid the yellow as he goes up, he's got the double. Oh, he just hit the yellow. If he'd avoided the yellow then on the way up, he had a shot.
Will
shot
this
to
other
left
red
middle.
chop into the middle though?
Possibly, but the cue ball's going everywhere there.
Yeah. I was going to say, it looks low as well, doesn't it? It looks dust below it.
Yeah, I think there might be an edge of it, to be honest.
Because coming off one rail, you're going to have to hit this with just a little bit more.
Well, if he's looking this way, he obviously thinks he can't see that over red. I think if there's any part of that over red, there's a chance of cutting it into middle. But if he's looking that way, he doesn't feel like there is. I like the fact that he's trying to hit that top red though, to be honest, because if he was playing onto the bottom red, which was easiest to hit, there was no chance of an out after that. Whereas at least trying to hit that red that he's tried to hit, if he was to get a good contact and get it towards the middle, he had a chance of getting out.
Does Jace just play Black Ball County?
I'm not sure. I know Raz plays both.
Yeah, I know Jace played Black Ball County A when I was playing. But I don't think I've ever seen him in the international county.
Come on, Phil, give us a clue who you are, mate. We're scratching our heads here. So that's not a bad shot from Jace, really. He's kept his ball in the open.
This is a hard one into the middle if he's going to have to go at it.
Yeah, I think you can play it, because I think if you can play it slow enough, you can cover the red at the top. That's fine. Does this yellow go past? Into top left?
The one into top left doesn't, but he could play
I think he might have
the
half
one
a bag
into
there, Nate. Might have half a bag into top left here.
I think he'll play the top right first. One in the middle of the table to the top right.
You've got to screw across then into a ball. Yeah, that was my problem with that. I mean, he's got a shot to middle. Ideally, if you had to screw across then, ideally you'd target the yellow on the left rail.
And just try and
nudge it up the table a little bit. Just to leave you a slightly better angle. This goes into middle though. That's a good shot.
He hasn't got to do a lot with this, because he can play the plant if he wants to afterwards.
Yeah, I think that's the shot after anyway. Play the plant. Just make sure of the pot. That's fine.
Jace plays County A Black Ball. There we go.
County A Black Ball with me.
Evening, Jace Salt. Oh, he thought about it.
That was a good job, the cloths, Nuraz. You lucky bugget. This isn't easy now because he can't get close to this. He's just got to take his medicine and pick the angle he wants. That should be fine. One good confident shot now, Raz.
You've been drinking all day, Steve. That's a good black.
That's a good black from Raz there. If you only got one eye, Stevie Mowat, come to Plaza, mate. You can borrow my glasses if you want, mate.
Or mine. I doubt you'll be able to see through either of us.
I've had just enough beers at the moment, so I don't need them at the minute, so you can borrow them if you want to. I think 2 each at the moment is quite fair, to be honest. There's been a couple of mistakes either way.
There's been chances for everyone in both frames, haven't there? Being with Wardy, well, that definitely sounds like a day on the Guinness and the Stella Artois.
I hope you've took him home, Steve, and not sent him this way. I can't be doing with that at the minute.
There ain't enough tables for him to bounce off in here, Steve.
Raz to break. See if he can get a ball and get himself in front, or cue ball straight in the middle.
So that goes back to your earlier point, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Where
just
the
just
table's
just on the slick cloth. As soon as you hit that top ball, if you don't quite catch him good, it just skids straight across into the middle bag.
Are you favouring reds or yellows?
These are quite open here, to be honest.
I think reds are a little bit easier.
Probably reds, mate. Yeah. Just because the yellow by the black would be the yellow by the black and the yellow on the side rail.
Whereas the red it's just off the rail on the right hand side, in it, so you got a little bit more.
And it's a good connector. It connects, like, you've only got to come straight back in a straight line. You can screw straight back now, so you can screw back to the red middle bag when you take it. I drop this through now. If you can get to the one on the right hand side, that's a bonus. I just didn't think he had the angle for that. I think that was like he was trying to get on his worst ball on the table at the time then.
Well, you've got a lot of connectors to do it.
Yeah, and he could have just took his medicine and played for the one top left then.
He's going to have to play a good recovery shot here.
I think this is a plant or a really thin cut to middle.
No, he's playing the one into the bottom left.
Oh, you can see that. This camera angle's really dodgy sometimes. So he's still okay here now. He's only. I think I would take the one bottom of the table now, just to get it out of the way. It makes the position on the black a bit harder from your last ball, but I think from here he can go to middle to work his way back up.
Ideally, you want after the middle. You want to be taking the one on the right hand side of the table, don't you?
There's an argument for the top right now, to be honest, Nate. Just because of your cue ball getting back out. If you can just stop this on the bolt line, it's a lot harder now we played that.
I think he's going to have to take middle now, because if he tries to go the top left...
I think he's straight enough. If you go to overhead, I think he's straight enough to screw straight back to where he is now. Yeah, you can get back to where he is now from there, and then drop the one into middle, take the black and the bottom right. Bottom left as we loop now.
Do not kick the yellow if you try and...
Nah, you can screw this. He screwed it off the yellow, that's still okay, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's going to bring it towards the bottom left-hand side of the table now, and
take the black
into the right-hand side bag.
Ooh,
that's come out the back.
That looked like it rocked back off the lip, that did. I must admit, I've rolled a few balls into that middle bag this afternoon.
On table 16?
Yes, mate. Yeah. Just Adam was saying it's got a bit of a pull on it, so I was having a look. I couldn't really find that much wrong, to be honest. But that never happened as I was rolling from corner bag in towards that bag. If I played it to the near draw, it went to the near draw, and if I played it to far draw, it went to the far draw. I think there's a massive argument for
the skill shot.
Yeah, well, not even...
Or the loss of turn.
Yeah, well, the loss of turn's probably better. And he's brought that yellow off the rail. I mean, I would like to have seen him not leave him any shot at the black here. But I think he's tried to move that yellow at the same time.
Can he push it toward... If he's playing it, does he want to push this towards the middle back? And then... But if he does that, he's leaving the white in open territory.
He's either got to find a safety shot or give it a whack 2 rails where his queuing arm is now, back up to there. It's in, that is. That's in. Oh, the cue ball's gone and not the black. Big chance for us now then. Couple of tricky positional shots, but this is a big chance for us.
The 2 balls closest to the top rail are the issue balls for us, I think.
I think his worst ball is this one here on the left hand side, just by the bolt line, because obviously that's only got one pocket to go in or a double. I think if you can get rid of this and get to the top cushion and play the one along the top rail,
Is he lining this up to screw across to the one on the right hand side rail?
Yeah, that's not too bad. But he's going to go the one on the top rail now. Just chip that in.
And then just come down enough for the one on the.
He's put a bit of pressure on this shot now. That's why I would have gone. I would have played that straight, the first ball up to the top rail. That's a good shot though, Raz. Get off the cushion. He's got a good angle, you know. He can
Natural angle.
Yeah, natural angle. He's digging down for some reason. He needs a bit of luck here now.
He's got a big bag aim at though.
He's got a big bag middle. He's got fortunate there because he wasn't playing on this yellow into this middle bag.
You just want to hit this with a bit of pace where you're not knocking the black safe though as well. I'm not saying loads of pace, just enough knock it away from the cushion.
Yeah, I think the black hits the jaw and kicks out to the table if you do catch the black. Yeah, that's the only problem with hitting it a bit hard. He's still fine here, but see how it shot right up the table. Possibly not the way he intended to get them, but it looks like he'll get them. Yeah.
It's disappeared.
Looks a little bit nervy for me at the moment. Bit like he's not sure.
I think it's just making sure that he doesn't leave any opportunities out there.
Yeah, I mean, I've played a lot of pool with Raz over the years, and I've seen him in team events. He's looked a little bit edgy and made a couple of mistakes, but then I've also seen him in singles events where he's on his own playing for himself in a more of an atmosphere than what team event is around Stoke at the Golden 8 Ball, and he's looked really comfy. So I think it's one of them. It's confidence is king. If you've got the confidence behind you, I wouldn't really expect him to miss much. But if your confidence is a little bit low, it's quite easy to miss the odd ball, and obviously that's the standard of this Cat 5. I'm looking forward to it, to be honest, Nate. There's a lot of people in there that I think on the day against anyone else in the category, it's just the day. Pool decides who wins and who loses. There's no one better or worse than anyone else, which is really good, I think, to be honest.
There's a lot of people that have said it's probably one of the hardest cats to call.
Yeah, because there's so many people so close to each other. I mean, that's not very good there, Raz. You might have to consider
Play the double.
Yeah, he's kind of got not so much a free go, but
well, he could play the double, dust to knock the red, and dust to play him behind it, couldn't he, if he wanted to? But no, he's going for it.
He's got the double, but now he's made it a little bit harder for himself as well.
I think that might pass it into the middle.
Nah, I doubt it. Doesn't look like it does. May go bottom left. At least it causes an issue then if it's close. This goes bottom right though. He's having a right good go at these.
That's a great pot.
It's a good pot, but he's still got a lot of work to do here. Screw this off the top rail.
Evening, Mr. Woodhouse.
Evening, Andy. He might just have a shot on this red that's in the middle, just to the left of the black spot. Looks very tight. He's relying to a bit of luck to get on another ball, but
is it lining up the double?
I just think if you can drop something towards this bottom left bag, it's obviously going to get knocked in, but it gets you back to the table when it's knocked in. Gives you another go at something.
It's not an easy starter for
No, but
Jace here.
Jace has got all the time in the world here now, really, hasn't he? Similar to the frame earlier.
Neil.
Mr. Jones. 7 yellows against 3 reds. Most people would be disappointed to lose this frame from here. It's a clever shot.
The loss of turn isn't on here either, I don't think. I think the black's in the way.
Yeah, Raz has just got to keep his reds on the table as long as possible and knock as many yellows in and keep the white away from a pot as best as he can here.
Is he lining up to try and free
A
the other one? Oh
he's
no.
put the black across there. I might have thought of a double there. Double the red across into the one on the cushion to try and get the other corner pocket. Just because of Jace's yellows down this left hand side.
Still lining up the 3-ball plant into the bottom left.
I think that's really aggressive, that is. It's a good shot though. He's now only really got the problem with these 3 balls together on the bottom. Obviously the top yellow goes into the left corner. But he'll need to move the other one.
Is there an argument for playing the one above it first?
Yeah, this one above goes, but he'll need to move.
No, I meant the shot that he's just played was an argument for playing the one that's above it there in and taking that to this bag, the one he's just took to the middle into the bottom left bag. Because he could have picked his spot to take this.
To leave an angle to develop.
Yeah.
See, like all Jace is doing now is he's knocked a couple of yellows in and levelled out the ball situation for Raz. I mean, he's got the black, so he feels like he can get his balls in the open here. But there's always something. It might always be stupid and virtually impossible, but there's always a way of turning something around. It's a clever shot from Raz there.
Yeah, he's only really left in one shot here, hasn't he?
I mean, if he wants to go game, he can flick off the yellow and play the black onto the yellow to stay at the table and go, but the yellows aren't that open to probably risk that.
Is there an argument to play the yellow?
Yeah, I think just push this yellow on the left hand side, push into the red and push the red. Oh, he's flicked off the one next to him. He seems to be happy at the minute in this frame that he's got the black covered.
The red doesn't go either.
No, he's just flicked that yellow onto that red, hasn't he?
Yeah. I thought he might have just left a bit of a gap and it'll go in the bottom bag still, but it doesn't.
Jace just seems to be really happy that he's got the black covered here, almost like a bit of a world rules thought on the frame. Because there's nothing to stop Raz knocking these 3 reds in if they were on. Obviously we know that this bottom one doesn't go anywhere, but if he was to leave that and then play the loss of turn on the black and snooker him behind the black, Jace would be in a lot of trouble then. Raz is doing the right thing here. He's just keeping his balls in a relatively good spot.
The yellows do all go though.
Yeah, and just hoping for a mistake here, I think, no?
Playing the one towards the bottom left-hand pocket first. Left-hand side.
Yeah, he'll just stun it and... Oh, he's stunned that. No, now it should be the plant, surely. I would have just dropped that in.
Well,
stunned it, but not as hard, and took this yellow just below the white into the right middle.
If he takes the plant now, then he's got to take the one just below the red next.
Yeah, this one hasn't got a lot of pockets though. I mean, both of them going's not very good here. There's no simple pocket for this yellow middle of the table now, I don't think.
He's going to have to screw and come right on the opposite side of the table.
Yeah, he's got to try to screw right across here. Oh, he's missed the yellow.
And push the black over.
Oh, see, this is the thing where Raz has just kept his balls in okay place, not good, not bad, but just hung in there and hoped for a mistake. And
Dot to dot now in
yeah,
for him,
he shouldn't miss these.
and that's 4-2 up.
And realistically, probably should be 3 each, so we'd be over the moon with that.
It's the problem with making the skill shot on that plant. You really just want the other ball to stay over the
Yeah,
bag.
I think the one before was slightly too hard because this yellow that's above the black spots should have been going into middle bag after that first yellow bottom left. And then if you were to get the skill shot on the plant after that, it wouldn't have made any difference at all.
So what do you think Raz will be comfortable with if he's thinking down 4-2 up?
It's 4-2 up now.
What will he want by the break point? Is 6-4 a minimum, or do you think he wants 7-3 as a minimum?
I think he'd be happy at just being in front from now at 4-2. 4-2 to 6-4, sharing the frames from here. He'd be fairly happy with, because me personally, I think this should be 3 each at the moment. He was lucky to win that frame. If he can get a good split from these and get another frame on the board now while Jason's still on 2.
He just doesn't want to screw into the middle again.
No, he just
his last couple got in the middle bag.
Last few breaks from both players have squeezed across the table.
Would you look at cut breaking on the new cloth?
Potentially.
Guys?
Evening, guys. That's a much better contact on the white. It's still been kicked in off, unluckily. But I'd be much happier with that result than the previous 2 squeezing across the table and towards the middle bag.
We had to look at the start of the ball. I know there's one across the top rail, but everything else is.
I think you start with that one. There's no argument with yellows neither, to be honest.
It's just the one on the bottom left hand side. Well, on the left hand side, not bottom left.
Yeah, I mean you could even leave that till last and stop dead, and I think the black goes into the right middle past the red. This is just keep the cue ball under control and should be fine. Slightly too hard then.
Similar to a couple of frames ago, she said, the more that you pot these, the more the other balls become nice.
That's a good shot, well recovered there.
Top next, and then use your middle to drift down.
Clear these 2 balls at the top. It doesn't really matter what order, I don't think, because you can take the one near the brown spot and screw down in between the black and red on the black spots to leave one, or you can come down off the middle like you said. I think it looks like he's going the way I first thought.
He'll want the red closest to the black spot, I think, but he's got margin for error.
Yeah, either or, but the one closest to the black spot would be better now. That's the one with limited pockets. Slightly too hard. It's not an issue though. Just take this to bottom right, leave the angle bottom left, and then bounce up in between the black and red for the red by the black spots into the bottom right. I think this is fairly dot to dot for me and O'Neath.
Yeah.
Just drop this in nice and steady. Don't need to do anything special. Yeah, that should be fine. You now should be able to get up anywhere by the black's perfectly fine. Just make sure you come up the line to the right hand side of the black.
You just want to put enough on it that it does come above.
Yeah, just go towards it. Oh, he's going towards the left, but that's fine. Slow enough to be fine.
You can even use the yellow on the brick, like on the ball racking line to a hole for the black into the middle. Just don't go past it.
A little bit of a bridge, but I think he should be okay with this one. He's took these quite well. Yeah, good block, good shot.
Good clearance. So this is Jace's break.
Yeah, Jace will be looking for a ball off this break now. try and get back level as fast as he can.
That's a decent split. Yellows are all in the open, but just pick your first ball you want to start on. Really, I think it'll be the middle to the right hand side middle bag.
Yeah, I didn't see the break then, Dave. Sorry, but looking at the table here now, they look like they've come out okay. It's just his first shot. It's you would like an easier first shot.
I don't think this is a bad first shot though, because it'll give you options after, and he's knocked a ball safe from it as well.
Yeah, he's knocked a red towards the rail to take a bit of pressure off.
The one closest to the top right hand side rail into top bag, come back out for the other one on the green spot.
Definitely back out to the middle of the table. Give yourself an option.
Let's try pinch a little bit there.
He's dragged that back a bit, whereas I would have. He didn't really need to come back with that shot. He's just straight across the rail. I think Raz has tried to play the loss of turn there and keep the red over the pocket. That's quite unlucky.
Are you playing the plant? So the yellow on the green spot into top.
Definitely, mate. Yeah, plant them together, keep it over the pocket, and then same ball again.
Because I don't like the one into the middle left, because you're losing the white.
No, that's your ball to come back down to these two just below the black spot on the racking line.
You could even squeeze this just past the red here and go back to the top of the table.
Yeah, it's all about getting in between these three balls down the bottom of the table now. If you can get into the middle of them three, give yourself options. You've got a route out from there.
If he plays this with bottom right, should land where you want to.
Yeah, you just need to be careful with too much.
Raz 11-9. I think you're going into the black here, and this is. Just be careful where this black goes. Oh no.
Well, this one must go through the gap then.
It didn't look like it on the camera.
No. Oh, well, he's ended up nowhere near it, but...
He's ended up lucky as well.
For how fast he got down, he must have thought that went in that corner pocket easily.
I thought he was going to be playing the one into the middle left.
Yeah, which wouldn't have been an issue apart from his angle on his next ball might not have been friendly.
Double?
Raz has got the ball situation here. Yeah, I don't mind that. Straight back up into the ball. Keep the pressure on. Let him keep moving balls around.
Will this yellow just push towards the bottom bag? I know that you can say that the loss of turn shot's coming next, but...
No, I think that's not I mean, I would potentially look at playing off the cushion onto the red that's at the bottom of the table. Just to not so much get the pocket, but give that other yellow.
I think he's going to play the yellow onto the red though, the way that... Oh no, he's playing neither of them. That's a decent shot though, he hasn't left Raz much.
Raz has got a lot of control here though.
I thought the other way when he was standing at the top of the table, he's going to play the yellow in the middle of this four to play the loss of turn.
He'll just flick off this and go back up to the top of the table, as long as he doesn't go enough, which he hasn't.
Now, do you play the one to go into the bag, or do you play the one in between the three and play the loss of turn slowly?
There may be a shout that this one by the blue spot goes off the other yellow towards the corner for a really aggressive shot.
No, he's taking the one.
He's taking the one by the black down the rail then.
Yeah.
He's pushed another red into the mixer here.
Jerk these out a little bit. Oh no.
I think if you're Raz, you've got a lot of time here. You don't need to do anything stupid. You can even put this red over the pocket and let him play the loss of turn. Because as soon as he plays the loss of turn,
you can clip off the red and then you can come in behind it.
Even if he doesn't leave you that shot straight back, you can play on to leave that shot yourself.
Because there's no argument for playing this as the skill shot.
No, because the yellow at the bottom of the table here doesn't go, he's got the skill shot, but
there was no point in playing it.
No, I mean, all that's happened there is if that yellow stays up, Raz is looking at knocking it in, and we're just there a couple of shots earlier now, aren't we, really, in the frame?
Because even if he plays this into the bottom bag, he's in no place where he's getting that yellow out of there.
No, and if he was to play it off the red, he'd have to hit it so hard to get the yellow to move. It makes it messable. He's potted it clean. This is just opening all the reds up for Raz now. For me, this would just be a whack and hope that Raz misses and hope it goes somewhere good. It's come out quite well, actually. I still think that
you can screw back into where he is now, though, can't he?
That's fine. It may have left an edge, but
the white's going everywhere, though. If he's left him an edge.
If he's left an edge, there's across the table, but even then you've got to get a double on the block, haven't you? He's looking at across the table.
If you come across the table, you want to clip it on the low side towards the middle bag, so then your white's coming back underneath the block.
A quick mention to our mate Joe, I've got 2 of these against him today, but I've still lost, so it doesn't mean anything. Just slid off the rail on him.
Start at the top of the table? Where'd you start? Or are you starting down here with the one on the rail? On the right hand side?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm even considering playing one of these, well, obviously this bottom left red into the black and snookering again to develop the block, potentially, and let him have a go at going across the table again after that slide. These are the frames where in these ball situations, these are the ones that make the difference for me. These are the ones that if you can win these frames when you should win them, you'll win most matches. If you start giving frames away that you should win from these situations, you'll struggle to win matches. And if anyone could give a frame away from this situation, it would probably be me.
I didn't know if he was going to look at the plant to develop the block, because he could have played the plant if he'd got a little bit lower.
Or even first ball, just take the one bottom left and screw into the block with all the options then. I mean, he's looking at, see, he's tried it there and then, but because he's already took a few balls off the table, he's not landed on anything to have another go or to...
The black will still double, but he's landing nicely to get you to a double now.
I think you just have to take your medicine now and drop these in. Well, make sure this one for a start, because if you were to miss this one, you would leave a shot to middle and a chance of getting on the block. Oh wow! I think he's punching his cue like that. Rolled then.
Either that or he's cued across himself a little bit.
He's left this shot to middle. If Jace can just top this through now. Yeah, which he has done.
Not the easiest of blocks.
No, but if you can drop this in, obviously you cover this bottom left if it doesn't go in. It would make Raz's reds really difficult. I mean, this is a thin cut. This is really. He's played it quite well, but how's his bounce?
Perfect.
I thought the table was a lot quicker than that, to be honest. When I watched a couple of games the other week, after
Just 100% on the pot here.
after the table had just been redone, I thought the table's playing a lot quicker than what it is.
5-3.
5-3 to Raz. It means he can't be behind, so I think he'll be happy with that, considering.
Where he was looking at 4-all.
Yeah. Well, it's twice now. He was looking at 3-all a couple of frames ago, and then he was looking at 4-all then. So I think he could do with at least one more now, because I think if he went in level, which is what probably should be fair, to be honest, but
I'm going to say Jace has got an argument. He could potentially be 5-3 up here.
yeah, definitely, it could be, the score could be either way here. Like we said earlier, both players have made mistakes.
Eight frames in an hour, and bad going though.
No, it's not too bad. I think they started late as well, didn't they? Because I was late going in.
Yeah, they just started about 7:05, so it wasn't too late, but.
Whoa. Oh. That's brutal.
Would you want?
Bit of a mess at the top right here, though, isn't there?
Yeah. Would you want to play the yellow on the top left and see if you could screw in and just knock everything clear? Because if you play the yellow onto the reds at any point, you're just playing the loss of turns, aren't you?
I think if this, it looks like this red goes. To be honest, if he's playing this, he's going to play this red and flick the yellow out the way. Yeah. Does it still go? Oh yeah, that still goes.
Just depends where he's knocking this red.
Yeah, he's just got to control. He's probably going to screw off the one that he's going to cannon into and try and screw to somewhere over by where the yellow spot is, maybe. Yeah, that's left him the one diagonal to the bottom right. It's not the easiest of shots, but it's left him a shot. Nice straight diagonal.
He's having a look at the one into the middle as well. I don't know if he's left it himself.
It
looks tight, so I think he will take the one that you said. But it's interesting that he's took a bit of time to look at the one.
If he is on the one middle, that's the better ball. That's a great shot. Fantastic cueing. Bridging over a ball.
He's knocked a couple of them in really well so far this match.
He's just got to pick his spot now. In fact, I think the yellow middle of the table, just in bulk, is a good target here. If he can go towards that, he's going to leave it long and screw back. I always prefer to run through on balls if possible, I do, rather than trying to stun them back and nip them back. No, he's played that well though. He's going to bounce. He's overscrewed it. That's flown.
I thought there was going to be a hammer fist on the table then in annoyance.
I fancy him to get close to this though, off the side rail.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't we go this way? You just the pace you needed to get on it was always going to take the side away. I think there's a big argument side rail there. I would have fancied side rail.
This is an unexpected chance though for Raz. He wouldn't have expected to come to the table.
No, and with 7 balls
All in the open.
all in the open, there's no reason he shouldn't get these.
He just wants the one below the breaking line. It's probably his last ball. I don't think he's bothered about the rest of them, how he takes them.
Doesn't really matter for any of them, I don't think. I think they all go in enough pockets to, if you're slightly not where you want, you're still going to have a chance. Yeah, top of the bolt line now. If he can get on this bottom one, he just middle done. After that. Yep, big bounce.
Does this one?
Yeah, it goes past the black. I think I would screw up now. Screw back up towards the blue spot. Rather than trying to be cute and all, just screw back up to the blue spot.
He's sort of left that in.
Yeah, he's a bit in the middle here, I think.
Yeah.
Unless
I was about to say no man's land for the next ball.
I think he can get. Can you go to the overhead, I mean?
Yeah, of course.
If he can get back to that bolt line.
Is he going to play the double?
He can play this to middle and get back to the bolt line just below where he is now, and he's fine. This is straight enough. Let two cue balls down from where he is now, he can get there quite easily. He's just being his usual self and being the milkman. He doesn't like being a postman. He wants to be a milkman. So yeah, that's okay. But that kind of angle, he could have just screwed back to the racking line.
Middle of the break.
Yeah, the racking line. He'd have been 2 cue balls down from where he was, and drop it into middle. And just flick the black there on the way through. I think this just about still goes. It's thin though. Yeah.
Well, look at that one again.
Postman Pat. Postman Pat. British boy, nice to see you in the chat again, mate. Big frame for Jace now, really.
6-4 is easier to take than 7-3.
He doesn't really deserve to be 7-3 down neither, so.
He'll know that he's had chances as well, which will be
the
annoying thing.
They've both had chances, haven't they? Just some have fell a bit nicer for one than the other at the minute. I wouldn't mind it being a quick frame though, because I do need to nip to the toilet.
I think that's where Raz has just gone. He couldn't wait one more frame. In all fairness, I could do with a beverage top up.
Where's Borny when you need him?
Asking Kieran if he's playing tonight.
I've already told him that. The answer's no. If I can't play in that team, there's no chance he can play in that team.
He was asking earlier, his question was, Kieran, do you need me to play tonight? Because if not, I'll have a beer. At which point I looked at him because he doesn't drink beers.
He's been in all afternoon. Well, not all afternoon. He came in after I'd got here, after his game. And
there's a shadow on the frame.
He actually brought me a drink, and I think that's why I'm so discombobulated with what day it is and where I am, to be honest, because Borny's actually bought me a drink today, would you believe?
Kieran Morgan, I'm going to say I've just seen the shadow walk into the camera frame.
Yeah, he can't help but being nosy, Maz can't.
In all fairness, he dropped me off up here earlier, and he went, Sean will not say a nice thing about me in that commentary.
Nope. Look, getting his frizzy hair on the camera again.
In all fairness, if we took away that one beady little hair cell, then he'd lose his one brain.
He's looking at his phone, probably telling someone about some donkey he's had in an horse bet earlier, and it lost by an hair. And he's supposed to be playing Interleague in the other room.
He's wearing the same coat that he's been wearing since 2004.
Oh no, that's a new one. I'll give you. I will say something nice. That's new within 2004.
Come on, Don King, get out the camera angle.
It might have been 2005, but it's definitely newer than 2004.
We're saying attention middle or top back? Oh no.
Oh, it screws across though, but it screws across low then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like you hit the slightly above centre on the white ball then. Just kept it low. Not the best of splits though. There's these two yellows by the black. I think the one on the left goes bottom left potentially. If that's the case.
Is he going to play these aggressive and try to split the black open?
I think he's going reds here and trying to split them out, but after realising that one went bottom left, there was an argument for yellows then.
Free ball. Oh no, he's playing the one top rail.
Yeah, he should drop it off.
I was about to say, if he was going the free ball plant, that was really aggressive.
Played a good safety though, really. He hasn't really left Jason anything obvious that I can see straight away.
No. The only one is the one that's below the breaking line into the bottom left-hand corner.
Be looking at pushing somewhat. I know it's going to get knocked in, but I'd be looking at splitting somewhat on that left-hand side and pushing somewhat top left if I could.
Can he play the plant?
Yeah, you can see the two-ball plant.
Because if he plays the plant...
If you can see that two-ball plant, it's worth a go, I think. Just because of where this yellow by the black.
Yeah. See if he has to go at it this time.
Well, that was a bit rushed, that was. Because they went anyway.
He hasn't got to go at it this time. He would have to play the free ball plant, which isn't...
But Raz can just play the same shot as he just played now. Just play onto the one at the top of the table and just drop onto it.
Is he playing the one below the... towards right middle of the table?
Raz's big control is the yellow by the black at the moment. So as long as he can keep him directly away from getting to that quickly, if he has to go into it at some point, he's going to have minimal options. See what he did there? He covered the cushion. No, but he's made them. See, Raz had the opportunity to split them up himself earlier and keep them alive, and because he's left them there, Jason's just okay. I'll make a mess of him. He's got himself back in the frame, really.
It's done no damage to his yellows because his yellows weren't really in potty.
No. So he's made it a bigger mess for Raz. This one, considering we both need to go I need to go to the toilet and you want to go get a drink, mate. We could be here a while for this one. I think just keep that red a mess. Yeah, that's fine.
No, I think it goes.
I don't know about it going.
I think that goes, mate.
Not sure about that. No, it just gets knocked in. The yellow covers the two to the right hand side, a bulk.
If it had gone, it would have been a costly mistake.
He hasn't covered him. So Raz has he's got the red on the bolt line that's a slight issue, doesn't really go anywhere. And the red below the black.
Are they too far? Well, he could.
Well, he can play into the
into the yellow now.
Into the yellow, yeah.
And then play the plant.
The one below the blacks, it goes, but it's
Well,
tight to line. I think
oh,
he's
he's
playing
taking
lost.
the back.
Oh, that's a clever shot, to be honest. That is clever. That's done a lot more damage to Jace than it has done to Raz. I think he's got to look at the loss of turn. Yeah, off this one on the side rail, loss of turn. He could do with not leaving the one on the bottom rail though, which he hasn't. That's a good shot.
One cushion escape.
Yeah, with new cloth, slidey, not
Do
the
you come off?
easiest. It's not the easiest to judge.
I was about to say, do you take the closer side and just make sure that you hit it? Or are you going the longer way with a chance of potting it? Because if you're going off, you're conceding. Oh,
He's played that really well, Raz, to be honest. That isn't an easy shot on a new cloth.
he's gone hold my beer.
He has a double on the one below the black here.
I think if he can land low, he can take it into the bottom bag. Or he might be able. If you can land
From
on
here,
the top
he can
spot
go into
on
the yellow and black
line,
if he wanted to, but he's coming down. It looks like he's played that.
Yeah.
Almost good enough. Not quite, I don't think. I think that's perfectly fine. He can pinch this with side, I think.
He's just got to play it well.
Create the potting angle with loads of sides. The cue ball travels nowhere and the black goes middle, I think. See how his cue ball's gone above the black. Now, if he'd have just played that a little bit softer and got a bit more side on it, I think
he would have been able to take it into the middle.
I think that would have squoze the red towards more into the pocket as well. I think he's just hit that slightly too hard.
He's in control of the frame though.
But this is one of them frames again though where one person's got multiple balls against a single ball or a couple of balls. And like we said earlier, these are the frames that really make a difference if you can win these frames.
Let's try and play the loss of turn here.
As long as the cue ball stays up, he's good. Yeah. But he's left him a whack. Bottom rail through the gap, black off the yellow, into the right middle.
This way, just give it the treatment.
Oh, he's not even considering it. Oh, he hasn't even looked at that for me. I think he could definitely get that cue ball through that gap between them balls, and it had half a chance of going in the middle off the yellow.
Even if you played it with a load of left-hand side to straighten it back up.
Yeah, definitely. For me, if someone puts me under pressure like that, where they've got multiple balls against my one, I just think, what's the best thing I can do in this situation? Can I play safe and still have another go and maybe get a better go than what I got now? Or if I can go towards a pocket with one ball against 6 or 7, it's going towards that pocket somehow.
Do you want to open this up a bit of right, or are you playing ball?
I think that's a good way going there. Just drop. That's a good shot. He's put the black on the rail.
All these go though.
All these yellows go, but he's still got to get on that black. He's still got to get on his last ball to get on that black. Again, he's played a plan. Both of them have gone. He's got fortunate there. I think this top one goes past. Yeah, it does. Just about.
He's got half a fag paper gap, hasn't he?
But that's where, just because you've got so many balls and you think you've got so many options, you just think, yeah, I'll just push this one towards that one over the pocket. They won't both go. But because you're so lapsy-daisy in the way you play it, they end up going and it puts you in trouble. Or makes it harder than it should have been.
Recovered that nicely.
Yeah, he's got there's an argument to come straight down to the bottom left now. Come down and leave the angle to move the black if he wants to. See, so now he's okay. I think he can screw this back now and screw down towards the black spot and land on one or the other, and give himself an option.
The one into the bottom left-hand corner is the one I'd be using to get the black out.
Yeah, I think because where he is now, he's got to play this top left and just screw back, nip it back, just like that. Or he's just not got into that enough. If he'd gone into that a little bit more, he could have screwed past that more.
Wrong button there.
But he's got a plant. He has got a plant.
He just won't want to play this too hard.
I think it's fairly straight, so I think he's okay. See, for me then, he was thinking about what was happening to the ball that he's playing the plant with.
Instead of just taking the plant.
Just take the plant and say, if I just drop this plant in, I'm going to have a shot to get to the black. Whether it's a double or cut down the rail, I'll have a go at something.
6-3 up here. Is he going? I'll have a go at the double, whatever.
He's played the double, Raz is here, but
he's played it well.
I fancied him for it. Raz, there's a couple of frames here now at 7-3 where Raz has won frames that he probably shouldn't have won based on ball situation. Jason's just made a couple of little mistakes as he's knocking his balls around and made hard work of his finish for himself.
Yeah.
Put himself under pressure, and Raz has got away with it a little bit there.
7-3 interval. We will see you all in about 10-15 minutes. And we're back in a little bit early. Raz with the early chances on reds by the look of it. Play this, come off one or two cushions. That's a great shot. As we're looking at the red into the middle bag, if he plays this with right hand side, he can avoid cannoning straight into the yellow. He'll just want to bring it past the middle on the breaking line. It's unlucky that he's hit the load of traffic. The one cushion escapes blocks as well for him. So he might need to look at this off two cushions. Oh, it's going top in. Shot. Great shot. I've had an early kickback in here, Sean. I've missed it off the frame. Yeah, I've just come back as Raz was potting the second to last red.
See, for me now, it looks like he's taking unnecessary risks. He had plenty of balls on the table there. Just get them all out, get them all unmissable. Let Raz have one wing and then go, and hope that he doesn't get his wing. Now he's putting a bit of pressure on.
I think this might be
He's played that quite well. When he put pressure on, he had to get the right angle on this, otherwise it was awkward.
It's a good start back for him.
Yeah, definitely. When I went to Zola, I said to Jason, I said, you need to stop giving him frames, mate. You're making him look better than what he is. And Jason's response was, there's a second half to come yet, which is a good response, to be honest.
He started the second half, though, quite well. But he started the first half with the first two frames, and then Raz answered back with 7.
I think in that first half, Jason just put unnecessary pressure on himself, just with a couple of shots that didn't go where he intended to go, and then he chose to keep going when there wasn't always an option of backing out and pulling away. But he made a lot of mistakes with balls on the table as well, against like 6 against 1, 7 against 2, where realistically you don't want to be losing them frames. There's the cue ball straight across into the middle again.
And these are split well.
Oh, Jesus Christ. See, at the minute, because I'm not playing that much, I don't like this split because they look too easy. This is where my concentration isn't there, and I would probably make a mess of these somehow.
I know yellows are the easier to start on, but I'd actually prefer red.
Yeah, reds are the more open. If you can,
Because the two in the middle by the black are odd. Like, you've got to take them either bottom or top. Like, well, you can't take them bottom left or right, so he's got to take them top.
I think he's at that. I think he was looking at playing this and just nudging into the one just above the black.
If you can take this just a little bit down and go below, we can take one into the top bag.
Oh, he's going to go the other. He's going to play this way. Just nudge into them two yellows.
I don't think he's going to nudge in.
No. Okay.
So the one. It's hard from this angle, and it's even worse from that angle. So we'll have to take the outside jelly into the
into the top right.
Yeah.
This was your problem with going yellows in the first place, wasn't it? These two balls were finicky
for that. But it's a hard starter.
It's only one pot though, isn't it? Pot this one bottom right.
And then everything's on and it's 7-5. I was just having a look through Cat 6. I know there's been some games. Kieran Morgan's won his first game. Borney, or the Hobgoblin mascot's won his first game.
Yeah, I looked on that earlier and his result wasn't on. I was winding him up saying, I'm surprised you're not crying, your result's not on because you've won.
Daz Conroy's playing Dave Owen soon. Or Ant Smith.
Two different people, they are, Nath.
Same team. I was just looking through them and there's them. I was looking through the messages, so there's a couple of good games in there.
Are you still in the chat, Dave? Can you help Nathan out here, mate? And
it was only a couple of minutes ago. My memory's gone shite.
I don't even know which one it is, have you?
I know my Tuesday teammates won his first game 7-2. Johnny Kane.
Ooh, what was that, Raz? Why have you not played it? Plant to top or plant to middle there?
These are the chances Jace has got to take, though.
I think Raz might have got away with this, unless you can see this plant to bottom right.
The plant does go, I think.
You can obviously see the one down the rail. Oh yeah, you can see the easier plant. So yeah, just drop this plant in now and should be away here now. There isn't many problems. Just keep control of the cue ball. Keep the right side of your next ball.
This goes back to your point earlier, though. These can be one of them finishes where you just take your concentration off them.
I think for Jace though, in this situation, because you're second at the table, it means a little bit more to you.
Yeah, I've got Daz Conroy.
Oh yeah, so it is you, Dave. When is it that you're playing? Or I haven't arranged yet. Sorry.
So that looked a good game in terms of the matchups that were left as well.
I've had a little look at the Cat 6. I think it's a bit of a minefield. There's a lot of people I have no idea who they are. But it just goes to show that what a good event Adam's got going here at the Plaza when you can get 32 runners in a Cat 5 and 64 runners in a Cat 6.
Yeah.
That's about the 16 players for the Cats 1 to 4.
Drop this in middle, land 3 or 4 inches away from where you are now, isn't it?
He's a little bit awkward there because this is really delicate now. He's just...
Is he going to be queuing over this, or has he got enough to queue flat through it?
I think he can just get over the edge of it enough. But it is still in your eye line. It is still... He's played it well though. Very good shot.
His long potting all night's been great.
There's two shots for the standout shots so far, and Jason's played them both. There was that one there, and obviously the one he played from top left to bottom right, bridging over a ball. Queued that in really well for another frame he won. A little bit of pressure coming back on Raz now.
On about Cat 6, there's even an ex-England player in there as well with Chopper. Keith Harding's in there.
Yeah.
They're all coming out the woodwork.
Yeah, poor players and a bit of ego and a bit of I think I'm better than this person. Everyone comes running.
See what type of break he comes off with on this one.
For me again, I just want to see the cue ball come back. That's fine. I'd be happy with that. Whatever happens after happens. It's unlucky that he hasn't got a ball.
Red's looking great again. Got either a plant to start with Evening Wayne, or you've got the middle, and you can bring the white around off one or two rails.
Maybe we'll see the one on its own top left, to be honest. You can see the one on its own top left, that's the obvious. It looks like he's taking middle.
Play this one, drop it in.
Yeah,
you just need to top this through maybe an inch or
he just
2 inch.
He needs to pick a ball to be on. He either wants to push right through to be on the one top left, or just drop it in and take the one top right. That's not a problem.
He can now take that up into the top back country and just get it out of the way.
Yeah, we could do.
It was over a bag. You've dodged it a little bit into no man's land, so you might as well get rid of it. Now he's got the one over your top left, or he can chop into top right and develop the...
I just think I think you're going towards the yellow there, and there's a chance the yellow goes across to cover the one on the left. I think the one left here is the ball, and then just stun back out to take the one across the top rail. Doesn't look like he's on that one.
Middle.
Again, but you're chasing now, aren't you, from here?
Where'd you get your safety from?
So you've got your safe thing at the minute is the yellow at the top is just as bad as your red at the top.
He's nudged the yellow towards the left hand side rail as well.
And not one in, so it's one less ball for Ras to hide behind. But this is again now this is a frame where at the moment Raz shouldn't be losing this frame, but the way a few of them were gone earlier, people in this situation have ended up losing the frame. Yeah, I think this is the way I would want to go. Drop this bottom right, leave the angle, bump the one from middle, just to get that ball off the rail, and then if I have a chance of developing the one at the top, I'll have a go. If not, I'll pull out because I've still got 4 balls against 3. So he's come out good there now, because he can play this into middle and develop the other one and be on the one to left middle.
Is he going to play this with bottom left? Is it?
Just like stun screw into the red at the top of the table. Play this right middle. And just target that red at the top. Oh, just like he tried. So now he's had a go, and now it's 3 balls against 3. So if he was to pot a couple more balls and not get this yellow out, he's putting himself on the back foot in the frame.
Could you just softly play into the yellow at the top and just nudge him behind the red?
Oh, he's played that quite well. He's got a bit unlucky. The reds have gone together though, so he's also been a bit fortunate at the same time. I think with the speed of this table, there's a good possibility he can play this middle and get back up there comfortably.
Looks like he's going to try to chop it.
He is a little bit straight into middle. I don't think he's chopping it. You could flick off it and go back behind the yellow though. Same sort of thing. But he's left a double here though. If he flicked off it towards the one that's by the left middle, he wouldn't have left that double. But he has. I think he has left a double here. Obviously, he doesn't have to play the double.
I don't think he fancies
There
it.
isn't. There's a bit of a safety down this bottom right of the table, but oh, it's jumped out.
I think that sums up his.
Yeah, he's just not getting the right bit of run at the right time, Jason, at the minute.
I'd be wanting to take this to the top right hand back.
No, Raz has played that well.
I know he's took it to the top left, but the top right, if he'd have played it with bottom, he would have had the same angle that way.
Yeah, and obviously going towards that right bag, if you were to miss and keep it close to the bag, there's a chance of doing some damage to Jace's red. He's played that quite well. That should be fine.
Just got to drop it towards the back now, haven't you?
Yeah, leave the cue ball on the side rail if it does rattle. Shouldn't be missing them though.
He's played that confident. 8-5.
But once again, a little bit of bad fortune for Jace there, I think, to be fair. I think he's been unlucky in a couple of frames.
Did you happen to catch any of the interleague scores?
Not a clue, mate. Can I have a quick look on my phone though, because they use this. Well, I think they still use this app.
Ernie.
I'm guessing you've had a bet on him then, Ian.
That's a good split. It's unfortunate with the white.
It's
gone top left bag. It's
that
gone in
Jace's
middle.
break again then as well?
Yeah.
So a couple of times he's hit them really well. Raz is my hero. Well, I suppose he's got to be someone's, mate. He's got to be someone's.
In all fairness, I know Kopi and Johnny Hurst were calling him King Khalifa earlier.
Interleague, mate. Trent Trophy's a 9-3 up.
9-3 up.
Longston's won. Joe's won. Carl Oldham's won. I wonder if his man's got in that team.
Oh, he's at both knuckles then and going into the middle.
Has it still gone in?
No,
No.
he's at the top left of the knuckle, then at the bottom left on the knuckle, and then he's just sort of
out.
yeah. Do you like that comment? I was Maz made that team. In all fairness, Raz plays for them as well, doesn't he? But he hasn't played. We're playing this tonight.
I would rather Raz in the team than Maz. Although they are both lucky at the moment, to be fair. So both of these colours aren't too bad at the minute. There's just the same problem for both. These two balls on the left-hand side.
You Reds, you better chance of splitting them nicely.
Yes and no. The only problem with going into it from the red is where does the red go when you make contact? Whereas if you were to use this yellow bottom of the table, you know that the yellow's going up and you've got a shot to middle, potentially. So I actually think yellows are slightly better here.
Is he having to go at it now?
He's having to go. It just depends where this goes. He's got to get into this really well, or too well. What are the chances of that?
They could play duos and call themselves Raz and Mataz. I think Raz would rather poke his eyeballs out with hot needles.
We'll suggest that one, Shane, because we're actually all going to Golden 8 Ball in June for 2 different teams, but we'll see if we can pair them up and give them that name.
In all fairness, Maz has already won doubles at Golden 8, hasn't he?
He has, with Bina.
Bina will tell you he had the baddest of backs playing with Maz.
I was there, mate. Bino's never been the same person since. Yeah, Raz has managed to split them balls and he's got a good chance here now. Just drop this in and leave yourself right centre.
Or if you over it, you've got the one into the bottom left, haven't you?
You don't really want to over it. I think for me, you want to clear this one right centre just because the black's easier into the bottom right. You got 2 balls to get there then. So yeah, he's gone that way now, whereas he's now probably got to play this one bottom left or left middle and come around off the top rail.
I still think he plays this into the bottom left, and then he can play that into the. Well, he could even screw high and play that into the middle.
Yeah, just his angle into the right middle after this isn't the best. That's his problem.
Bless you. Playing this off.
Needs to get low.
He's got low.
That's fine. Just stun across now.
He'll drop this in, and then nice little black into the other bag, and then that is 9-5 now. Decent 9-5. This for Raz will be looking at how quick can he get onto the hill. He's avoided the in-off this time. It went close.
He's got a couple of balls, got a couple of problems. I think the yellow goes right middle.
But the yellow doesn't go to any of the top 2 bags.
No.
So, what else have you got? The red is blocked by the yellow into the middle, and the top 2 aren't really great for starting on. So,
this is one of them frames again, though, where your obvious starter is yellows into the left, right middle.
But the more that you pot, the more you clear up.
The more you clear up the reds, mate. Yeah, definitely.
He can go into this off the middle, though, now.
Yeah, I think that's what he's intended to do.
At best case, he'll want to fly straight into the yellow. At worst case, he'll want to clip the outside of the red on the right hand side as we're looking at it.
The inside of the reds are good as well. That's fine.
Has he left the double? Yeah, he's got bags of room there.
Yeah, there's loads of room. This is one of them where, because he's queuing off, like, not off the cushion, but because he's queuing close to the cushion, he could trap a bit of top on this though and squeeze the white up to that corner bag. He's played it slow. He's played it really well. It's a good shot.
It's widened his angle, but took the speed out of it to bring it across.
He's controlled the white really well there on that double. Oh, he's gone in. See, you could have dropped that for me
and took the yellow into the middle.
To the middle, yeah. Just be controlled and
now, yeah. New cloth is relying on, can I drop this in and not come too far around the back of it?
I think he's okay, but he'll probably be going away. Oh, he's played it too thin anyway. I think he was always going to be going away from the black at the same time though then. If he'd have got that, he would have been going away from the black. But once again, this is a frame where Jason's got more balls than Raz. He could really do with making one pay. And that's not the best of first shots from that situation.
And there isn't really any good coverage area.
No,
if you were to play the one on the top left of the table, you've got to play it with, I think, bottom right and hope you can drag him behind the other red, but that's a hard shot.
I think I'm playing the double on this left one, down to this left bag. Yeah, big bag of the yellow really. Not as intended, but that was always a possibility playing that shot for me.
Screw off this middle now and come across and take the one to top bag again. Or is he playing to guide the bottom one into the...
I think he's come down now, but again it's not quite there. There was an argument then for me for playing the one at the top of the table. Oh, and a miscue. Oh, it's all going wrong for Jason at the minute.
So I thought I did all that last week. Miscues, no cues.
Are you in the Toem chalk?
No, I was on triangle.
Some would say that's why you're miscuing. See, this at the minute, Raz has got away with another one there. He's been against the balls and stuff's gone really wrong for Jason, and now Raz has played a really good shot there, I think, for me.
He's managed to get the safety as well.
I think he can
clip the outside
edge. He can get through that gap, but
he might even be able to pot it, but potting it holds no value.
Potentially, if you can hit the yellow and flick off the top side of the yellow, but
he's on reds.
It's not something you would expect to pot. I mean, he's played that really well. That looks good. Oh, too good.
Raz just got to pick his spot here. Just play this nicely across into the bottom bag, top. Just come in line with the middle bags.
I think the bottom one for me, just concentrate on the pot. Your cue ball naturally gets where it needs to get to if you get the pot.
Oh,
he's hit the black. How's he got away with that?
Let's have a look. I think if you put a little bit of swerve on it, you're potting it and you're coming out.
He's playing the plant.
I think I would have preferred swerving it.
Well, it's not too bad. He's potted. He's made that plant really thick, hasn't he? So if he'd have made it possibly as intended, normally the red would have stayed a lot closer to that bag. I think it's a tough shot to play, but for now you just have to go twice across and take your medicine. I'm going to pot the red. I'm going twice across. That's unlucky. Just not falling for it a minute for Jason.
As he left, the one over the bottom bag.
I think you can see that bottom one, mate, yeah. Just float the bottom one in. A little bit more delicate than...
There's floating and then there's...
This is another one of them touchy ones now. Just drop this into middle. Yeah. Oh. Again, that looked like it's caught something over towards that. It's got to the jaw and just flicked off the slate. That's a good shot from Jason. I'm not a big fan of them ones. Stunning or screwing out from a ball over the bag. I seem to squeeze them across quite a lot for them. So that's a bit of a let off there for both players really. Raz had a couple of chances, Jason had a couple of chances, but that's one that Jason's let slip in previous frames. It is, Shane, it is. It's all going wrong, mate.
If he can just sort his breakout for a couple of frames, he could be right back in this.
Yeah, I mean, for me, 9-6 at the minute is really flattering for Raz because neither of them have... I mean, the odd frame here and there they've took convincingly, but other than that, every frame's been multiple chances for each person.
Does he top that through it?
I'm not sure there, to be fair, mate, but he's got a ball.
This will be like the last frame. I think Reds are his obvious ones, but the more that he pots them, the more he makes yellows look better.
I think if you won't go Reds, play this one to middle and look at attacking that black ball as fast as possible. And he's tried to do it straight away. I think you have to get a colour first before you do that. Trying to put that into middle at that pace.
If you wanted to get into the black ball straight away, why don't you take the one over the bag first?
Because that's your safety net. So you're going into the black to push the red down to your safety net. So you've always got. See, like Raz has gone there, but even if that goes wrong, he's still got this ball control in the frame. So he's got multiple options now because of that red over the bottom right. They've come out quite nice, to be honest. He's got a good chance here.
You can drop this in, can't you? Leave yourself enough angle where your natural white's going to do your work.
Yeah, just drop it in and float down the middle of the table then. If you can get to the bottom rail, that's a bonus after this. Take this one to the top right and then use the one to top left to... He might not even go here, to be honest, because this red at the bottom right's doing that much control.
Is he looking if he can bring this red on the top rail and reverse double it towards the bottom bag?
Possibly, or he might have been looking at trying to play the snooker. He just needs to come down the middle of the table now. Get as close to the bottom rail as you can. That's fine. I'm sure this red on the bottom rail goes to the bottom left bag. Tight. If that's the case, then this red is closest to definitely goes to the bottom right bag as we loop now, and just screw back for the plant. So you can go top right. I I think he could have screwed into that a lot more than he did. He must think that this goes past.
He'll have a better idea than the two camera angles we've got, though. So if he plays for it, in his head it goes.
It looks like he's playing for it here. I'm not so sure there, to be honest, if he wanted that to stay over the bag or not. He's definitely playing onto the double. He must think that goes.
Have you got to play for the cushion first?
Maybe just slide off the near jaw. Oh no, it flew in. That's fine, I think. You might have to hit this a bit harder than you'd want to because of the new cloth. Maybe put a little bit of left hand side on. Ooh.
Even though he's missed it, he's not missed it bad.
No, but it's 6 balls against 1. Like, Jason can... He's got multiple options here. He can drop the one on the right hand rail and play the snooker, or, well, not so much the snooker, but make him free the black up and free the balls up. He can play the one just inside that into the bottom right and go towards the yellow to the right of the black, just to try and free that cluster up. I think at 9-6 you just drop this to the bag. That's the one. Let Raz move the black.
Off one cushion upwards.
There's not much room for here though. If he hits it full, there's a chance it goes towards the pocket off the yellow. But oh, that's a great hit.
Can't tell you if it's gone in or not.
It hasn't gone in, but he's managed to hit that black full in the face from where he was, which is a very good hit.
Is he playing this to miss it? Or
no, everything goes now. I think there's no need in this situation now where everything's fairly simple. You just got to keep the white under control. There's no need to play a snooker. I think if you were to play a snooker in this situation, you should expect the person to potentially pot out the snooker, because it's a little bit too negative for me.
Won't get back up to take that one into middle as soon as you can.
It's not really an issue at the moment.
You can take it now and play off top rail and come back down.
Yeah, I think he probably will do, just because of his angle to his other ball if he played bottom. See, just needs to be mindful here now not to leave a bad angle. That's fine. That should be fine.
Just screw it back.
Screw straight back across it now. Yeah. Well, it looks like he's topping it, so he's not a big fan here. Nah, he can screw that straight back out from there.
Looks like he's topping it though, doesn't it?
The only problem with playing like top with them sort of shots is they seem.
He should still pot this, but this is harder
than it should have been. Yeah, and he's done that a couple of times, hasn't he? Yeah.
And this time it's gone.
This time he's got it, but there's a couple of frames earlier on where he's made a mistake there and like potentially left that over the bag. Not so much left it that easy for Raz to win the frame. I think he has had to do a little bit of work to win some of them, but Jason's definitely put himself under a lot of unnecessary pressure.
There's a big frame now, Ernie, but if he gets this, he's got 4 bites of the cherries to jump off the hill and into the last 16.
Good split.
He'll want a ball.
Has he got a ball? Oh, he hasn't got a ball.
And there's just clusters of mess up in the top half of the table.
Yeah, you've got a yellow over the pocket controlling a couple of reds, and then you've got a red over, not so much over the pocket, but the red's on the other side controlling the yellow, aren't you? So either way, there's a little bit of work. I mean, super aggressive. Can you flick this yellow and push the red across to make the yellow over the
Is he
pocket?
playing the red over the bottom left hand? Yeah.
Oh, he wants reds then.
Has he snookered himself?
I think he can squeeze behind this red, behind this yellow, up the top right.
Is he going to hit yellow first though?
Well, he's playing ultra safe and going the other way. But Raz can just move this yellow now.
And point towards the bottom right hand
Yeah.
And if it goes in,
well, I'd be putting it in. He's trying to get behind these actually. Flick this one and get behind these ones is the only thing I can think, playing it that kind of wide.
No.
He's got to be moving that yellow for me. That's doing you no favours there at all, because all you do is you get knocked in next shot. If you move that yellow, you might not get knocked in.
Yeah, if you put it towards the bottom bag.
He's still at the table, but...
Do you play this yellow that's on the breaking line up towards where he's just played from? And
try and go like cushion yellow, make the plant with the reds?
Yeah.
I think possibly, but you could push the yellow towards the top rail then. I think Az has gone crazy here for me. He's got a lot of work to do with this yellow and red up the top of the table. There's only so many times you can pot 5 balls, break down and still win the frame. Going off the red and across. That's not too bad.
Is Jace just going to play off the cushion and play into the... No?
I think he'll play like the plant, the 3-ball plant, and get the red over the bag. It's the same thing, not the yellow in. Knocking the yellow in's probably better. But this goes down to Raz had the opportunity to move this yellow on his first visit to the table of his last visit. Now he's looking at, he can't really do much with it, and
he can't even use it as a loss of turn ball either yet.
He could potentially flick this and try and get behind this bottom one. But he doesn't want that to go, but all that's going to happen... Oh, the cue ball's gone. But all that's going to... Oh, it has gone in. Not sure what happens there, to be honest.
Well, the white hand stops, so it shouldn't go back over the bar.
No, I think that's... I'm not so sure here.
I think there's going to be a stop and play while they confer about if the yellow should be going back on the table.
It looks like Jace is happy with it going back on the table, but yeah, he's moving it around.
I don't think that should be back on the table.
No, I'm not so sure myself. I think it looked like it has stopped, but what is the actual rule? Is there a set time? I would still say that whatever made that fall was still part of that same shot for me.
Yeah. Ernie, you might know if you're still with us. What's the ruling on that? Always thought it was 5 seconds. I thought with the, as you said, with the white ball still moving, everything's...
Yeah, I thought it was like, it was up to, it was a bit of player's discretion. If nothing's gone anywhere near it and it clearly isn't part of your shot, you've walked away, you expected to... I think it comes back up as shot was not over. That doesn't make any sense, Ian, to me. If the shot's not over, then surely it stays down.
Yeah. how I look at that is you'd be arguing for it. If that was your last ball and the white stayed up and you're on the black, and if it's dropped in and the white hasn't stopped yet, you'd be saying that it's still your go for the black.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, I would be arguing there that that stays down for me, definitely.
If he drops, well, I say if he needs
He's
to
put-
drop this in, and
He's
then he
putting
needs,
himself in unnecessary pressure again, though, isn't he? He's knocking a few balls in. He's getting down
he
to.
could have played the one on the right hand side of the table over the bag to flip the red out. If it didn't work, then he's got a double as the last resort. The shot was not over, so still in play.
Yeah, so the yellow stays down for me, Ian. See, he's gone into a ball, last ball.
His long potting's been great, so I'm not saying they don't go in, but this is harder than what it needs to be.
Yeah, but Raz was on yellows, and Raz cut the yellow to the bag and went in off. So if the white's still moving, it's still a shot. The yellow should stay down, surely. He's put unnecessary pressure again.
This is a free shot for Raz as well. Like, even if he doesn't drop stays down.
Yeah, I thought so.
Like, because even if this doesn't go in, like,
if the white had gone down before the yellow dropped, and
drops down a couple of seconds after that.
Yeah, like Jason had enough time to go and grab the white, and then it drops, I would say it goes back up. But if the white ball's still coming out of the table mechanism to get down to the bottom, I think it should stay down.
Great shot.
Yeah, it's a good shot from Raz, but another frame where Jason's had better ball situations and not capitalised on it.
It all comes down to like his pattern selection. Like, if he'd have played that shot 2 shots earlier, he's still got 2 balls on this side of the table that he could have used to come back down.
Yeah, definitely.
Still Raz's shot, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that, Ian, to be honest. It's probably just Raz being a Chesler, mate, to be honest.
Well, there's one you can wind him up with after.
Oh, well do, cheating bastard.
That Raz and Mataz doubles team is getting closer every minute.
Them pair together would be good. They both a pair of cheats.
One will talk you out of it, and the other one will just put the balls back up.
A little bit better off the break here from Jason now. This is the most open I've seen for a couple of breaks now. The black's not the easiest to get back onto, but every yellow's got a pocket.
Eyeing up the table here first.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I would want to stay down the table there, to be honest, mate.
If he drops this in, then he's got the middle, and then he can use this yellow.
Oh, he's tried to. Oh, he's got away with it. I would have wanted to clear the bottom a little bit more then, just because the black only goes in one pocket, and every ball at the top of the table can get you to that black in that pocket. So if you can get rid of that bottom half, you've got 3 options to get on your black then, haven't you, when you come up the table. That was the way I saw that finish then.
There's a horrible scenario, and you're right there. And I think it's hard getting refs for every one of the games.
Yeah, I mean, if both players are happy, mate, then you can't really argue with them. I think Raz is like let his arm go a little bit here. He feels like he's got a couple of frames where he's got a bit of freedom here. I think he's gonna have a go at most things for a little bit.
I think he's got to stick to what's brought him to the dance as such, which is play tight.
Yeah, I think the only
Take your chance.
the only thing that goes for Raz if he does get a little bit more aggressive, and that Jason's made a lot of mistakes, so if Jason gets a chance, there's a lot of pressure on him not to make that same mistake again now, because if he makes one more mistake, that's game over. Mr. Baskerville, I'm sorry mate, but I disagree. If the cue ball's still on the table, still in motion, that yellow's got to stay down, surely.
In all fairness, that heat has gone absolutely boiling, hasn't it?
It has. It's almost like the table irons are on at the same time. See, Raz has played a bit containing there. I think he's freed up the red as well, so if he's to get a chance, that red now goes. Well, it definitely goes now.
Do you just nudge it off the top rail and leave your white there?
I think if this one doesn't go to right middle, there's half an argument for flick that one and try get behind the one in bulk. Flick the reds and try get behind the one in bulk. Jason's still got the problem with this yellow on the bottom rail, so...
I think he's going to try to develop 2 and 1 here.
No, he may have just said, play this yellow along the rail though. Oh no.
No. Oh,
he is, but... But you just get dropped behind it now. Raz has just got tapped behind it. Yeah, just like that. So you feel like you've got a ball out in the open, but now you're back in trouble again. He's left in the one along the bottom rail.
And then he could use
so
it.
I think this one here by the yellow actually drops into middle.
Yeah. I was about to say, because if he slides this one across the rail, the one that's just off the rail that he's going to go past now,
yeah,
could use that to drop into the top bag.
Yeah, use this one to get up to the top rail.
Nave, that was from George Bradbury on the yellow being put back on the table. I'll take George's word on it. Me and Sean disagree, but
I'm not so sure, mate. But yeah, if that's what's supposed to happen, that's what's supposed to happen. I mean, I actually learned a new rule the other day in international rules.
Is this one where the ball's stuck on
yes,
the rail?
Mate, yeah. If the ball's frozen to the rail, and you make contact with the ball, you have to hit a different rail to make contact with a rail to make it a legal shot.
Yeah.
Which baffled my head completely when I watched it, but...
And that comes from the Chinese 8-ball, doesn't it?
I'm not sure, mate. I mean, I always thought that the rule was make contact with a cushion after contact with your object ball.
If you Raz, because you're 10-7 up here, do you all think I'm going to come off the right-hand side rail and try bank it into the bottom left bag?
No, he's playing this into the yellow and try and put it in and double it in the middle. He was trying to use the yellow to get it go towards the middle there, but he's cut the yellow thick. He possibly could have, with the slide of the cushions, he possibly could have cut that back to double it without using the yellow, to be honest. But once again, a big chance for Jason here now. And once again, he really needed to keep his cue ball under control and keep things as simple as possible. On his first shot, he's left himself bridging over the black, trying to force down the table. White can still hit that cushion after contact, just not the dead ball. No, it can't, mate. Once... sorry, yeah, the white can. The object ball can't hit the cushion again. the object ball that's frozen to that cushion can't hit the same cushion, even if it's been freed from the rail. I didn't know that rule. And apparently it's been the same in black ball rules as well, before international. I was at work when I realised that, when I was watching the video and everyone was like, why are you watching pool videos? I was like, I've played pool for 20 odd years and I've never heard of this rule.
Has he left that too straight?
He's got ball in hand because Raz went enough, so...
Oh, I know he had ball in hand. I was just wondering if he'd left it, like, you can place it anywhere. Did you really want it?
You were looking at using the bottom rail to create your angle.
Yeah.
How's that? See, that's... Again, that's okay, but...
He's not happy with it because you can see him shaking his head.
There's a slight problem here. You've got to play a much better shot than you would want to play. You should be fine though with this one. Yeah.
That's the first part of the cherry.
You made... But Rad had a couple of goes again at that frame, didn't he? Where Jason's got the better frame, the better ball situation in the frame, and then put himself under unnecessary pressure again. See if Raz can get a ball off the break. Keep the cue ball on the table. Cue ball's good.
Just made a ball.
Just made a ball.
And the Reds look pretty decent.
Yeah, these... if this was anything below cat 3, I would say these are gone, definitely.
Anything above cat 3?
Yeah, as in cat 1, cat 2, cat 3.
You said anything below.
Did I say below? Yeah, well, 1 and 2 are below. Has he took yellows here? He hasn't just took yellows, surely.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he's took the yellows.
What on earth? Yeah, I agree, Shane. I mean, yellows they're still okay, but he has to do something with these 3 yellows by the middle bag, and I don't think there's an obvious play one off the red.
Unless he can drop this one into the bottom bag and
he can, yeah. He can drop this one now into the bottom left, top left as we look at the camera.
Your room for error though is small.
He's okay here. He can now drop. He's a little bit too much angle on this, but the middle one of these 3 does just drop into the middle bag. But this was my problem with yellows. These well, looks like he's going the bottom one.
Yeah, he's going to play it off the red, isn't he? Oh, strategy.
That's not off the red, mate. I think he has to go the... He has to play this one top left, which he is doing. Yeah, that's a good pot, Raz. Well played, mate.
This doesn't go now.
It does. I think this just drops off the jaw.
Evening, Jamie.
I think this just drops in, yeah. That's a good shot.
I thought it was too far low.
Just with the slide off the cushions, makes the bags a little bit bigger, doesn't it? See, nice and slow now for this one. Don't mind that, to be honest. I like a lot of people would try and hit that hard and it ends up middle of the table, where I quite like really trying to dolly that into the bag, and if it covers the bag, you've got quite a few shots out of a snooker to try and pop that black. So Another good chance for Jason now to get another one back.
Middle on the left and try and develop what I
If-
can only see is the bad
If
red.
if you think you're guaranteed to hit it, mate, yeah, definitely. The one thing you can't afford to do there is to play to move a ball and not move it.
Dot to dot should be 10-9.
Should be, but his cue ball hasn't been the best, has it? In the last couple of frames, he's put himself under a bit of pressure when he didn't need to. So I think if he can keep his cue ball under control here and keep it simple.
What has been good though is his long pot and his ability to.
Yeah, he's knocked in some good balls under pressure long. See, this is the part now where it could go wrong if it's going to go wrong. It's all about what angle he's got.
Are you playing for the one on the bottom right and take it now?
See, again, completely lost the cue ball at the point of the frame where you really need the cue ball on the string.
Even if he plays the double, like it's
I
got
think
to be
I think for me, I wasn't screwing that back then. I was using the side rail and playing for the ball down to the bottom left pocket to leave the same angle to just bounce off the side rail, come across to the right one, and just flick off the rail and have the black in the same bag.
This double's.
I honestly don't think you should play the double. I mean, that's the sign of someone frustrated and almost given up for me, because you could quite easily put that white ball on the bottom rail and Raz hasn't got an easy shot. He's got to actually do something to win the match. By playing that double, well, I mean, that was a pretty bad effort, to be honest, but by playing that double, you almost said, if I get the double, I've got half a chance, but if I don't get the double, I've lost the whole game.
With how good his long potting's been, this goes.
It should do. I think his only worry is if he tries to do too much with the cue ball to make the next one easier, because he hasn't really got a very good angle to make the next one easy.
I have put the kiss of death on it there.
I just think Jason's head's gone a little bit there, to be fair. I think he's a bit frustrated with himself that
Third time lucky, Raz.
they don't call him the cat for nothing.
It is pressure there.
Yeah,
sure.
pressure, yeah. It's scoreboard pressure, because I think Jason's done similar things early on where he's put himself under unnecessary pressure just from the odd loose shot. And for me, Raz has got away with quite a lot there, to be honest. He's won a lot of frames that he didn't have any right to win. And Raz is just showing that, look, I can pot the black I should have potted last visit.
Right then, folks, that is it for us, and we'll see you in a week's time.